This is just for fun. This video is just for fun, mainly because it's like there's cards I wish were replaced. Like my deck profiles would look a lot more different if different cards were created. So I created my own cards. I created cards that would replace cards that I've been using for a long while now. Well, this is the way the deck profile would look like. I just made a normal monster deck, not a big deal. Non-spell casting area, of course, you know, protect them from dark hole and whatnot. Gotta have draw power, right? This is one of the cards I made. This is a card, if it existed, I would replace Fate Doll with this card. Target one spell trap card on the field and banish it. Or cards similar to MST. You know, if they came up with another MST that, you know, didn't have a condition. Twister only does face up and you pay 500. Typhoon, was it? No, Tornado. It's a new one. You can check it out on Dueling Network. I like it because it does what MST does, except there's a condition. Your opponent has to have 3 or more cards in order for you to use it. It's not bad. I'm considering it. I'm gonna be play testing it to see the usefulness, but sometimes, you know, if I'm top decking, I wouldn't want to draw the Tornado because I can only apply it when my opponent has 3 or more. And if he only has 2 cards, I can't use it. If he has 1 card, I definitely can't use it. And let's say his 1 card he has is a say I have a monster and he has a face down card and he has a monster, and my monster could beat this monster, but he has a face down card that, you know, let's say I know for a fact it's a Mirror Force because he probably piled Duality and then grab Mirror Force instead. So it's like, yeah, if I draw a Bait off, that'd be great because then I can get rid of that Mirror Force and then attack and win the game. If I draw MST, that would be great too. But Tornado, 3 or more in order to activate, so that's good in the beginning. If your opponent goes first and he sets all this back row, then you can Tornado space and, you know, get rid of 2 cards. But it's not good late in the game, and I want something that I could play late in the game. It could change the duel around. You know, Bait Doll, I play, get rid of the Mirror Force, I can go for game, or Bait Doll, Mirror Force, kill his monster, and then my deck shuffles, so I have a better chance of drawing something that can win me the duel. Well, anyway, if they made this Nova Space Typhoon, just my own idea, target 1 spell card on the field and banish it, that'd be cool. Since it doesn't destroy, Stardust can't stop it, blah blah blah, all different reasons why it would be a good card. And, you know, we don't have a mystical space typhoon that banishes a card, you know what I mean? So this would be cool. Karma Break, another idea. It's just Karma Cut without the discard cost. People have a problem with discarding a card because they don't want to lose hand advantage. And, you know, that's just the way they play it. You know, I slightly play it a little different. I want Karma Cut's effect, so I play Karma Cut and I give up hand advantage, but I try to take advantage of the hand disadvantage. Yeah, I try to take advantage of the fact that I'm discarding a card, so I can get a powerful effect and potentially make a comeback. You know, like if I Karma Cut a Treeborn Frog, you know, I got rid of his monster, plus next turn I have a tribute fodder, I have a Treeborn Frog that I can tribute, summon, and do what I gotta do. But not everybody thinks that way. Everybody thinks differently. So if Karma Cut didn't have the discard cost, everybody be running it. So that's the idea. If they came up with a Karma Break, which does exactly what Karma Cut does, even if it doesn't do the extra monsters in the graveyard, it just does 1 face up monster on the field and banish it, that'd be good enough. People would definitely use it, you know, because it's chainable. It's better than Deep Prison, you know what I mean? So if somebody tries to MST your face down, you know, Karma Break, you chain it, boom, and you don't lose hand advantage. So your opponent just lost 2 cards while you didn't lose anything, you know. So Karma Break would be definitely better than Karma Cut. Regeki Jar. This image is from Regeki Bottle, if I'm right. I didn't feel like trying to find anything unique, so I just instantly just used that image. You know, Regeki Jar. Destroy one card on the field. Same effect as Regeki Break. The only difference is you don't discard, and that's the only reason why it's better. Obviously, you don't discard. You can set 2 Regeki jars and destroy 2 cards. Any cards you want. 2 monsters, 1 monster, and a spell and trap, whatever. Gravity Pool. It's gravity bind, except it's just your opponent's monsters can't attack, and that's it. The only real reason I would replace gravity bind is with a card that just makes it where my opponent's monsters can't attack, but mine can. You know, even though I do exceed summon and whatnot and bypass the gravity bind effect, my opponent can do the same. So I want a card that my opponent can't just exceed summon and then just keep attacking me. So this would replace gravity bind if it ever was created. Haunted Grave. You know, I like Call Haunted. Sometimes you just need to bring a monster back, you know, especially if it's your ace monster. You want to bring it back and forth and use it over and over again. Especially if you have like a Notorious Beast and then it got killed by a monster, and then you use a card to kill the monster later. You might want to bring back your Notorious Beast so you can have the advantage of negating point spells. So Haunted Grave does that, and it doesn't have the restriction. It doesn't take up your spell and trap zone because you activate it, you bring back the monster, and then that's it. You don't have to worry about, oh, they MST your, you know, like Call Haunted has restrictions, you know what I mean? Call Haunted is continuous, so it takes up spell and trap zone space, and if they MST it, your monster gets destroyed, you know what I mean? So Haunted Grave is better because it's a normal trap. You activate, you bring back the monster. I also gave it where the monster has to be in attack mode, just like Gravity Bind, because I could easily make it where you just special summon a monster in any battle position you want, as long as it's face up. Or I could make it where you can even put it face down. There's tons of things I could have added to the card, but it would just, you know, it would make it more broken than it already is. Obviously, it's broken as is because you could chain it to an MST, bring back a monster, get that monster's effect, and not be a problem. One of the reasons why I came up with this idea is because somebody MSTs my face down, Call Haunted, and I chained to bring out a gadget. I end up missing the gadget's timing because the last thing to happen is Call Haunted destroys the gadget. Call Haunted is destroyed, then its effect activates to destroy the gadget, which prevents me from getting a gadget. So little things like, just like if somebody MSTs my face on Call Haunted and I chain and bring back Stardust, again, I can't activate Stardust effect during the chain. Still, I can use his effect afterwards when Call Haunted is destroyed, and then use Stardust effect to destroy Call Haunted, and then he'll come back at the end phase. But I want my Stardust right there on the field, right there, right now. So Haunted Grave will be much better than Call Haunted because I could bring back Stardust and then bang, he's on the field. And then when my opponent tries to play another card that destroys, then I use Stardust effect instead of using Stardust effect on Call Haunted itself, just so that I can get it at the end phase. I want my monster right there, right now. What else? And, you know, just basic staple, Heavy Storm, and then, you know, usual exceeds.